Welcome to Dice Junkies, and this is Perception Check, episode 23, where we go over a bunch of trailers that have come out of Comic-Con, so we hope you enjoy that. I'm here with
Q.
Damien.
And I'm Xenodamus. Hope you enjoy. Let's get into the news. We have, first off, a mention of this. A great artist, or at least an artist from my time that I really loved, passed away this past week. Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. He was found dead at 41. So,
sad day.
Yeah, hopefully his family and friends are make it through this hard time, and will. It's a sad day anybody dies. It's especially a sad day when such a great artist.
I wouldn't say anybody. I mean, for him, yes, but
Well, there are a couple of people.
yeah, I know. I've got a wish list. I still have a 2017 wish list, and none of it has come true yet.
Oh,
but
yeah. We did discuss a 2017 wish list after the death craziness of 2016.
I'm batting zero. I haven't gotten even one of it. Santa Claus is going to hear from me.
Yeah, well, that's what happens.
You know what to say? Sometimes you got to do it yourself.
If you were a better person, maybe your death wish list would work.
If I'm a better person, I wouldn't have a death wish list. There's a contradiction.
Why not?
Oh. All right, so let's see. We had Comic-Con this past week, and oh my God, the number of trailers and stuff coming out of Comic-Con, it is like news overload. So we tried to just pick the ones that we thought would be interesting for, us, and then hopefully you.
Mostly us, though.
Mostly us, yeah.
So first we saw this, and just because, Stan Lee is the fucking man. Stan Lee, the man, the myth, the Marvel hero, featurette by Netflix that goes over the Defenders, and then at the very end of the featurette you have another little drop in from the Punisher. So, teasing that some more. What did you guys think of this?
If Stan Lee's put his stamp of approval on the Defenders, I'm expecting an awesome dang series.
Damien, being you were not enjoying the Defenders last time we spoke about it. Just out of the fact that they were the Defenders and not Heroes for Hire,
Right, they're Heroes for Hire. That's not the Defenders.
So so you're still
I
there.
let me go with that, yeah.
But that trailer was freaking awesome, and Stan Lee's the man.
Yeah.
But I'm still not going to watch the Defenders.
Oh.
You're going to go to hell.
Yeah. I'm going to binge watch it the moment it hits Netflix. So.
Oh, man, I know I normally would try to wait and hang out with friends and watch it, but I really don't know, man. I might finish that series out in one evening.
Yeah. It is on my binge watch as soon as possible list. So, next we saw a new Thor Ragnarok trailer that hit. What'd you guys think about that one?
I haven't been into Thor, but that looked really good. The goddess of death. That intrigues me no matter what.
I gotta admit, I have not watched I watched the first Thor movie sort of in the background. I haven't watched one since.
Yeah, I watched
Thor
the
is
first.
not my hero,
No. No. Now, if they just had one pure Loki.
For me, this is big. Like, I'm looking for this movie a lot, but then that's because I'm a Hulk fan.
Yeah.
I'll admit the Thor movies have been okay. Mm-hmm. They haven't been as bad as some of the stuff that I've seen DC put out. But, this looks like an amazing,
punch your mom down.
This looks like this is going to be the buddy flick, and that's what I think Thor needed was a little bit more diversity in his movie and throwing in the Hulk and an amazing villain. I have to admit, the other villains, I don't even remember their names. They were other than, of course, Loki, who didn't do his best work in the first Thor movie. But Hela looks like she's going to be awesome.
All right. Well, before we go too much further with that, do you want to go ahead and curb stomp DC while you're at it, or are you?
No, they're doing that on their own, man. I'm just throwing in a couple of shots.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I saw this. I liked it. I am a Hulk. You know, I want to see a good Hulk movie, and this looks like a good Hulk movie. It does give me a little bit of fear that it could be a little too much cheese and too much joking. Like there was more laughs than I was expecting. You know, it was closer to Guardians of the Galaxy humor.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if that fits with this story as well, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, it's a buddy cop movie, except with big green people and gods of lightning.
So yeah.
God of what?
Lightning.
Now, speaking of DC, we have a new Justice League trailer that also got released.
These bastards actually are making me interested in this movie. I have to admit, everything before now looked like trash, but the recent trailer actually looked good.
It does make me.
But I'm worried that it's just going to be I got tricked again, and I'm going to go in and go, oh, I've seen everything worth seeing in this movie.
Well, I've heard really good things about Wonder Woman. I've still not gone and seen it. I need to go watch it. I don't want to watch Batman versus Superman, but this trailer looked good, and I'm like, do I want to catch up on this shit?
Yes, watch Batman v Superman.
I don't want to, but...
No, you need to see it. The storytelling, the acting, and Lex Luthor. Take some heartburn medicine.
Do you think I can skip Batman versus Superman and watch Justice League?
It directly ties into this. You need to see it.
What do you guys think? Throw me a comment down below and let me know, or you can go to our Facebook page if you're listening to this on audio and throw me a comment. Should I watch Batman versus Superman or Superman, whichever way it goes? That horrible.
It's not really via much anything.
Yeah. So let me know, guys. But no, this trailer looked awesome. I was really shocked by it. What do you think, Damien? You're a little more moody than the rest of us, so
throw thine hate upon it.
Well, Aquaman looks badass.
Surprisingly, yeah, he did.
He's not actually my favorite. How much should I like him?
He's not my favorite, but he looks badass. That's surprising to me. Batman is still Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's hot. The Flash is stupid.
I'll drink to that.
And it looked okay.
It looked okay.
But
you're not even going to mention the other guy. Wow.
We got it.
But I'm not going to watch it.
You're not even going to mention the one other guy.
No.
Why? Why I got to mention?
Yeah, why? Why him?
Is it because he's black?
Because
Because he's black. What's wrong?
He didn't look black to me.
I'll say this. I think The Flash actually is going to be the best part of the movie. And I think the rest of them are going to be okay. Wonder Woman's going to be good, too. She looks like, I heard the Wonder Woman movie is good, and in this one, she looks like she's going to be good. Aquaman, not gelling with me. I think he's going to be, oddly enough, almost like a little bit of comic relief as well, which I expect that from Barry Gordon. I don't expect that from Aquaman. And in Cyborg Lux, he's going to try to be way too serious and fail dramatically at it. I mean, every time in his scene, he tries to look really grim and serious, and it's not selling. They should have picked a bit better actor. I hate to pick on the guy, but he's not selling the grim, dark, serious face to me at all.
Yeah. But, I mean, altogether, it looked good still, to me. So that's... And like I said, I hate to say it because I have not liked DC up to this point.
Oh, wait till you see Batman. I mean, no, you'll love Batman v Superman. You should totally see it.
I have
Get the
nothing,
extended cut.
I have nothing against DC, you know. I think Khal Drogo's going to look really good as Aquaman. You know, the Flash is going to be the comic relief. That's where your comic relief comes in. It's the Flash. It's not going to be Aquaman.
He tried to pack a few jokes in the trailer, and they were bombing with me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's move on.
Not the Flash, the Aquaman.
Yeah.
Aquaman lines.
Let's move on. We had another trailer for Ready Player One. I think last week we talked about a little still shot. This, you got to see a lot more of it. Definitely has been polished for cinema from the book, but it still looked really good to me. I really thought this was going to be cool.
It looks awesome to me. It just didn't look like what I expected. But then I'm on hearsay.
You
read the
still
book.
haven't read the book.
Yeah. But
Read the damn book.
But
man.
even the people I know who read the book.
All right,
seem to
he
think
reads
it's
the
a little
book, you
stuff
watch the movie, right?
Well, I'm going to watch the
No,
movie.
No, you
Batman
wouldn't.
versus Superman.
Oh.
Oh,
that-
you go watch. I'll read the book if you go watch Batman. I'm willing to do it for your suffering. I am.
I want you to read this book bad enough. I will suffer through Batman versus Superman.
I will give you a quiz on it to make sure you watched it.
I will suffer through it if you read this book.
All right. It won't ruin the movie for me, will it?
I mean, maybe.
I mean,
haven't seen the movie.
have you read the? I mean, like, Fogg, looking at the trailers, do you think it's going to be a good matchup to the book?
I think it will be a decent matchup for the book, as
Okay.
much as Hollywood and books match up.
That is not inspiring confidence. All right, on to the next one then. I got a book to read.
All right, let's see. Next we had Stranger Things season 2. Holy crap, this looked fucking good.
I know, man, really.
So if Ready Player One isn't enough retro for you, then Stranger
Things
Things
2 is
will
nostalgic
fill that.
gold.
We'll fill that hole that you don't get out of.
And oh my God, the Thriller. Oh, playing Thriller. Oh man. I mean, this is gonna be. These guys
Dude,
are awesome.
The music, the costumes, the games, the posters,
Ghostbusters
So-
references.
Yeah.
Oh, friggin'.
Oh, dude, Dragon Slayer.
Oh, man. Like, I'm loving it. I don't even know anything else. That was enough by itself. Like, I'd watch this just for that.
Yeah.
So this is what fanboys are, huh?
Yeah.
I'll admit this series has been pretty awesome. Hey, we'll be the first to hate on it though. That's the difference. If this sucks, we'll be back here
Oh, no,
bitching
yeah.
about it.
If they fuck it up.
And we're not those guys who will be like, it was good.
Well, I mean,
it was just too indie for you.
There's been so many first seasons of stuff that have been awesome that we hyped about, like The Arrow.
See, there we go. This is just me. Even you got to get your DC shots in.
that was so great that first season and ruined in the second. So no, if they fuck it
It's
up
still
in the second,
going.
we're gonna dog them out. But Netflix has been doing so good.
Honestly, ever since I cut the cable and switched to Netflix, I've considered myself to be getting way more than my money's worth. I almost felt like I'm cheating because it's so much cheaper and yet it's so much better content than what I was getting off of cable.
Yeah. I saw Rogue One was on Netflix. I was looking at Netflix earlier.
Oh, cool. I'll have to go check that out.
So I did not go and watch that one in the theater, but I figured I'll watch it on Netflix. So,
I might catch it with you, man.
next we had Bright. Now this is Will Smith.
And despite that, it still looked good.
I like Will Smith, man. He has been put in some bad roles. Some really bad roles. But, I mean, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man. Love that shit.
That's something totally different from a long time ago, but it was awesome, yes.
But hey, Men
Will
in Black.
Smith has
the first
one,
Men in Black, freaking
Will
awesome.
Smith, though, I like Will Smith, don't get me wrong, but Will Smith has one character he plays.
Yeah.
And what they keep doing is they keep trying to shoehorn that one character into roles that don't work. Like, to me, a lot of people may not believe this, one of my favorite movies, though, is I liked Hancock. I actually liked Hancock.
I liked Hancock.
I thought he did good in Hancock.
yeah.
It met his personality. I felt he was doing the role the way it was supposed to be done. But oh my God, when you get to like Wild Wild West and some of the others, it's like
he delivers one-liners really horribly, and bad delivery of one-liners in Hancock was perfect for that character.
Yeah, it was a perfect match. Hancock was just kind of like, I don't even care if this is funny. I don't give a damn. You know, like it was perfect. And then I liked iRobot, but I mean, I just mentioned 2 movies. Oh, and I liked Bad Boys.
I liked iRobot, but not necessarily him in iRobot.
But it wasn't a bad match. But he's had some terrible.
Oh no, yes.
Like where you're like, why did you pick? Surely you should have went with Denzel or Wesley Snipes or. Man, I must be racist. I know like 3 black actors. Don Cheadle actually might have been good in a few of those.
See, I don't think Will Smith is one-dimensional. I think he's multi-dimensional, but he gets shoehorned into shit. It's like a lot of people did not like I Am Legend.
Okay.
Yeah, it was bad.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
I enjoyed it. I thought he did a good job. I enjoyed that movie. This is not about the movie, okay? I am talking about... All right, carry on, Joe.
Go ahead, we're listening.
No, fuck you. Go ahead.
Now, all I wanted to say about the I Am Legend thing is, I honestly got to say the movie probably wasn't that bad, but I loved the book so much, and they massacred the book so badly that I could not enjoy it.
I will say, too, I'm a Vincent
definitely
Price
wasn't.
fan, so I'm not being fair.
It definitely was not with the book. But as far as... But I didn't take it that way because I stopped doing that a long fucking time ago.
I try.
And I enjoyed it for the movie itself. And I thought he did a decent job at pulling off the movie.
No, he did do a decent job with the movie.
And then there was the one where he also had a son, not the sci-fi one, but the...
Oh, okay. Got to say, like, that was terrible.
He was they lived in a bathroom.
No, that was good. See, that's the stuff he's good at. He
He lived in a what?
It's like him and his son. It was a heartwarming movie of his father trying to take care of his son while he's on hard times.
I don't
remember the name, but it was really
Yeah,
good.
I can't
It was
remember
a drama.
the name, but and he did an excellent job.
Okay.
Excellent job. But anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. We ought to talk about what we're actually looking at. We haven't even mentioned. So, Bright.
I think I said Bright, didn't I?
No, we did talk about Brighton.
We didn't talk about what was Bright about, did we?
Oh, no, we didn't talk about what
We literally got on a Will Smith tangent.
Yeah.
So, Bright is set in modern times, but it's basically the modern world meets fantasy, and that there are fantasy races in this setting. There's orcs, elves,
fairies.
Are there dwarves? I know there were fairies.
Yeah, because he clobbered the shit out of that fairy.
Yeah, he did.
He went police violence. And it's high action, high octane, and to me, he's got a good matchup on his role again, actually. I was teasing. I think this is a good matchup.
No, I do think it's a good matchup. It looked really good. Like I said, other than that one-liner at the very end about the Corolla or whatever, I just shook my head in shame.
They're going to keep giving them those. But for us being gamer fans, this is almost like a less futuristic Shadowrun.
Yeah.
Which immediately sold me. I was gone. I was like, oh, God, is this like... Because honestly, I've tried to make that setting. I've tried to make a Shadowrun that was a little bit before
the
the
high
sci-fi.
tech and all the hacking out so much and just do.
And that's literally like somebody heard that, made the show, and gave me no fucking royalties and cast Will Smith. And I wanted Wesley Snipes again. Like, I mean, nobody listens to me.
Yeah, well,
That one liner would have worked for Wesley Snipes, and you know it.
Well, because it's fucking Wesley Snipes.
I know. We're in a Corolla. Because he said it so simple. We're in a Corolla. And you'd have been like, see, you're laughing and he didn't even say the line.
I know.
Awesome.
Because I'm picturing him saying the line.
I loved Blade.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was picturing him saying that line as Blade.
Yeah.
With the shade. See?
Everything.
But it works. Now,
Yeah.
Netflix, hire us. We can cast your shows better.
So we also had another Marvels and Humans trailer where they showed off a lot more of the Inhumans and a lot more of the abilities and stuff like that.
Story also got rounded out well. There's a lot more sense to what looks like is going on now. I like it. Like, they kind of went into, we're the Inhumans, we're doing this because the humans will hunt us. X-Men kind of vibe, but I mean, honestly, I expected that.
Well, yeah.
They're basically, worried the humans are going to come after them, and it looks like they do.
It seems the Inhumans are the X-Men of the MCU because they don't have the X-Men. And so they're sort of trying to give that vibe to the Inhumans, I think.
Which comes up, I think, later with the Gifted when we get there.
Well, yeah, the Gifted, which is Fox.
Now, Damien wanted this one. This is his baby.
Star Trek.
I mean, it looked good.
Yeah, Star Trek Discovery. I've never been a huge Star Trek fan, so
Really?
no.
Not any of them? Not.
I mean, I watched them. Don't get me wrong. I watched them. I enjoyed them. It's just not one of those things that I can delve deep into the lore or anything like that. So.
Well, I mean, I'm not a Trekkie, but I've watched some of the original series. I've watched all the movies. The Next Generation was my favorite.
Well, I grew up watching Next Generation.
Yeah,
I'm
that
bizarrely
was-
opposite. I've seen almost none of the movies, but I've seen like all the series, including Voyager, Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine was
I
decent.
like Deep Space
Voyager, I
Nine.
liked.
I couldn't get into Deep Space Nine.
I think I watched. Well, I don't know how much I watched. I watched a lot of it.
Yeah, that was a lot of Deep
A
Space
lot
Nine.
of deep. It just snuck up on me.
But
It
But
was on all
this-
the time.
This looks really good, and it's kind of throwing me off because the ships look so much more advanced, but it's supposed to be backwards or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
This is like when they first meet the Klingons,
But I
so
mean,
it's
this,
actually earlier.
this has happened in other things. I mean, we see where things are supposed to take place before, but because of our current cinematic abilities, it looks better than.
Yeah.
Like those ships look way sleeker and better designed than the large clunky. Because I had the toy, and I mean, you know how easy it was to
Right.
break the Enterprise.
Well, I mean, even that you compare like the Star Trek versus the new Star Trek movies. I mean,
Yeah.
you have a
Well,
lot
I mean-
higher tech and so forth.
Yeah.
What about the elephant in the room here? The Klingons look very different.
They do, but like I said,
There is actually a lore reasoning for that. I've seen several people discuss it online about some almost sort of like a genophage type thing that happened with the Cleons that caused them to lose a lot of their look. I'm not familiar enough with it to go in depth about it. I just saw some people talking about it online. Rob Serio was talking about it on.
You're telling
on
me they actually
Facebook.
tried to come up with a
And,
in-story canon
Well,
reason for better
apparently-
makeup?
Apparently, it was mentioned like it was mentioned in like the Next Generation or something.
Oh yeah, they had an
Um,
episode where they saw the Klingons from the first show, which basically looked like humans completely, and they looked at Worf, and there was
Yeah.
a comment.
And so from that comment, they actually come to this. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But the last thing was The Gifted. We saw another trailer for that. We had mentioned it before. This one goes into a lot more detail about the mutants and stuff like that. It looks pretty good. I'm sort of excited to see how well Fox does with this. If they can actually do a good mutant TV series.
Well, like I said, they're going for the street level mutant. They're going for not necessarily by power. Some of the guys in that are actually heavyweights. Thunderbird's really no joke, and Polaris is basically female, like it's Magneto's daughter. So you got some serious heavyweights in there, but they don't have the resources and the establishment. They're on the run. They're being pursued the whole time.
Well, yeah, and there's supposed to be like sentinels and all kinds of stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't know they were bringing that gonna be cool.
So, from my understanding, I think there was another teaser before this that sort of showed that off. So, it should be interesting. Like you said, it does seem to be a very street on the run type.
Well, here's the genius of it. You gotta admit, there's a pure genius to the fact that they're basically making the X-Men without any of the X-Men main characters, which is a good idea because you don't have as big an issue of people going, I didn't like their version of Wolverine or their version of Gambit. You don't have as much conflict because the characters are a little bit less established, so they have a little more leeway with them.
Well, also,
I think that's a good idea.
here's a cool thing, and I mean, this may be a little bit of hoping. But, I mean, if they can make this and make this good and sort of spin off, into these people, then maybe they can take the X-Men and some of the iconic X-Men people and slowly just sell them back to Marvel and go, we're going to still use mutants, but you can have these mutants,
You live in a beautiful fantasy
Wouldn't that
world.
be great?
I wish I could go to the place that you want to live, but there ain't enough drugs to make me believe that dream can happen.
I mean, they could make some of their money back, from all those horrible X-Men movies.
I mean, I wish they could learn from Sony and Spider-Man and go like, we need to be in the we need to be in the cinematic universe. But they'd have to recast them all though. I'd want them all full recast, except Patrick Stewart. He can come back.
Wow.
He's so freaking awesome. I don't care. I could forget everything else he's done to Xavier and start over new with him.
But that pretty much sums up this week. Like I said, there was some more stuff. I mean, we saw trailers for a new Pacific Rim movie. Yeah. We saw trailers.
That wasn't a video game?
It looked very video game-ish. It did. There was like Snowman. Did we talk about The Shape of Water?
The heck is Snowman? We saw Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, creepy love story between a woman and a fish.
So that was interesting.
Okay, in more detail, it's a deaf woman who uses sign language and a fish man.
But yeah, there was, like I said, there was tons. Of course, all the new seasons of stuff like Lucifer and stuff they talked about. And the list goes on, and I probably didn't even see all of what had been released.
The Death Note, they showed some more Ryuk.
Yeah, a new Death Note teaser trailer type thing where they showed more of the actual demon and the book and sort of explained some more of that. Of course, if you've seen the anime, none of that really is anything surprising. So,
all
right, so that rolls that up. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and down below we have a description with all of our social media. Check that out. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Google+. All the links are down there. You can see some behind-the-scenes stuff, as well as, just whenever we're posting something, we always post to those medias as well. Also, you can look over to the side here, and we'll have some links to some other videos you might want to check out, as well as below you'll see the Dicejunkies icon where you can click to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.